Hey y'all, it's Lindsey. You need to stop telling people you're on a health journey, on a health quest. You need to stop telling people that you're following keto, and you need to stop trying to evangelize everybody. It's really challenging. It's really, really challenging because these days there is more access to information, more access to stories, more access to all of the data than ever before. And it's going to continue to be that way for decades to come, I'm sure. I think these days we are all super quick to share what we're doing. We are super fast to get excited about an idea, jump on it, dive head first, and then decide whether or not it is deep enough for us to not smash our heads on the bottom of the pool. That is my bent towards life, is dive in and then figure it out. And there's lots of areas of my life where that has actually worked. You know, I feel like parenting, you can't ever really know what you're getting yourself into. Homeschooling, kind of the same. Certain job industries, you can't quite really, prepare all the way to know what you're getting into. You just kind of got to dive in and figure it out. But one of the things that I think we do when it comes to health and wellness, we learn a piece of information and then we go hog wild with making sure we tell everybody and their pet cat what we are doing. And I don't know that that's wise. I really don't. Part of it being the fact that more often than not, if you've got people who are good people in your life, they already know your brand of crazy. They already know. They do. They don't have to make questions about who you are. They have lived enough life with you. The other piece of the puzzle, let's grab another shirt here, is that they also know when you have committed to things and when you have committed then rescinded those things. They know when you have committed and followed through on those things. And when it comes to health and wellness, we get really amped up and we feel like we need all the support on the planet to be able to accomplish this well. I think we need to stop talking about it and we need to just start doing it. So if you're starting a keto lifestyle or a low carb lifestyle or a carnivore lifestyle or a vegan lifestyle this year, I don't care what kind of lifestyle you're executing, let's stop talking about it. Let's just stop doing that because I, for one, can talk till I'm blue in the face, quite literally. And yet that doesn't actually impact my effectiveness or my execution of that task or of that goal or objective. So by me just talking about it, that means that it never actually happens. I think all too often we can get into something, get super excited about it, go banana sandwich with learning all of the details, and then we wind up feeling as though we have done something effective in our lives because we've learned all about it. We've discussed it with everybody we know. Surely that means that we have actually done the thing. But the reality is, that was too hot. Turn it down a smidge. The reality is we have not. We have not, in fact, accomplished whatever it is we think we have sought out to accomplish. And it's great fun. It's great fun to research things to the ends of the internet. I have a phenomenal track record of investigating everything to the ends of the internet and coming right back around. But the reality is, just because you investigate it doesn't mean you've lived it. And I think that's where we have to be. We can no longer just sit on the sidelines and imagine that we've experienced things. We have to actually go out and do it. And that means that we need to stop talking about it. I love to watch snowboarding videos right now. It's kind of what we're currently into. We are spending a lot of time devoted to learning to snowboard. We're not good at it. We're not at all. But it's not the focus of what I'm talking about all day, every day with my people. There's some people that I'm actively learning to snowboard with who we talk about that pretty frequently, but it's not the only thing. And the people who we are not snowboarding with, are not the people that we sit there and just like yap on and on about it ad nauseum. It's one of those things where it's like sometimes showing people is the right choice. Sometimes figuring out things for yourself and then just executing them quietly is the best choice. And I think our health and our wellness, unless there's some sort of external specific support that we require from our people, from our like everyday physical in-person people, if we don't need something specific from them, we don't need to constantly be hammering them with this information. Like otherwise we all turn into a whole bunch of talking heads that sound like we are just like trying to evangelize them from here to kingdom come to some sort of a religion that is really just a way of eating, honestly. Health and wellness is one of those like crazy things where we just get excited about it because everybody needs to eat food. Everybody needs to have health. Everybody wants to be more physically fit, to have better quality sleep, to have a more active lifestyle, or to be able to do all of the fun things in life, or be able to do all the necessary things in life. And so we sit there and we talk about it, and we talk about it, and we talk about it, and none of it changes. And it just drives my brain banana sandwich. And I'm telling you this because it drives me nuts too. Like, I can drive myself nuts as well with all of this stuff. Because there's so much out there. It's like, oh, here's a new piece of information. Oh, here's what the next study is showing, and here's what the next study is showing. And it's like we're constantly seeking the dopamine hit of finding the next new thing, and we're seeking significance of being the person to bring the next new thing to our people or to our platforms, to our social medias. Like we want to be the hero, we want to be the winner. And I just don't know that that's really helping any of us to actually do the thing. I think that we need to walk a lot more quietly in our quest for health and wellness and do a whole lot more show rather than tell. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.